Welcome to the monthly meditation. This is Deborah and David Sheshe, and we are so glad that you are here with us. And as we always do before we actually do the meditation, let us just close our eyes and go within and center our thoughts. Let go of anything that's bothering us. Just let go of all the worries of the day. And set your intentions for what you would like to receive during this meditation. And when you are ready, bring yourself back to this place, centered and grounded, and ready to receive the energies of this month's meditation. Return gently to the outer world.
This is David, and welcome again to the monthly meditation. This month's meditation is Optimizing Our Life Path. In my book, Life Training and Communications with the Father, Steps in Spiritual Growth, we talked about spirit attributes. This can be found in the chapter titled Spirit Attributes, Souls, and Soul Groups. First, what are spirit attributes? Spirit attributes are what I saw when the Father showed me the individual threads of my own spirit. We have hundreds of thousands to millions of these threads or strands in the energy that makes up this soul fragment or aspect that we think of as us. Each of these threads has a unique energetic characteristic. The example used in the book was a thread having the characteristic of honesty, and it's like a living characteristic of honesty. If that were even possible to completely name a living spirit attribute. The overall nature of our being is collectively comprised of the sum total of all these threads operating together. These threads are constantly changing, merging, and splitting. They are also intertwined throughout the ever-evolving fabric of creation. And I mean, we are all intertwined through the extended creation beyond our own knowing. It's incredible. Various related threads often group together within our being to form clusters, which correspond to soul aspects and other soul phenomena, including our life path threads. Which may make you ask, what are life path threads? They are the energetic threads that correspond to the chain of unfoldment in one or more areas of our life. That is to say, the energies of a particular life path thread, even a group of related life path threads, directly relate to the particular chain of life events. These life path threads also tend to manifest in ways related to the nature and other qualities of the related spirit attributes from which they arose. Now, this may sound a little complex, and you may want to listen to the intro again, because the very nature of spirit attributes really manifests who we are. So, continuing on with our life path threads, let's talk about that. For example, the sequence of events in our chosen career is a life path thread of its own, and it can also be multiple threads, but we're just using a thread as an example. The events of our career unfoldment flow in a natural daily progression from the last situation to the next, each built upon and related in some way to the last. Each area of our life has a chain of related unfoldments. We often collectively group them together in what we think of as all of the events and happenings of our life, which we may refer to as our life path. Most of us are aware from our own experience that our life path shifts, splits, merges, and intersects with other events in the world and universe, including the events of other people's life path. Which brings us to our life plan. Our life plan for this life includes a complex arrangement of countless life path threads. All of them together make up the totality of all possible events throughout the duration of our whole life. Each paragraph and chapter of our life choices are made up of these finer life path threads of unfoldment. Now, as we make choices in life and as we grow, some life path thread choices fall away from the probability of our ever choosing them. They just aren't something that's going to happen. We leave many things behind as we grow. At the same time, as we make specific choices in our life, both big and small, other opportunities reveal themselves. New life path threads suddenly appear where they were not seen before. There are numerous life path threads of possibility that are no longer a part of who we are now. They no longer apply given our current level of growth, our more advanced state of being, you might say. For that reason, we each have a life plan that is a spaghetti maze of possibilities that are now legacy choices. That is, these life path threads only take up space and no longer serve a useful purpose. And they can also energetically, I won't say interfere, but encumber our current life choices. those energies are still there, making it sometimes fuzzy in when we're trying to make new life choices. With this in mind, as we grow spiritually, we have the option to optimize our life path to reflect the current state of spiritual growth in our life. This allows all those possible life path threads that no longer serve as realistic options as choices to be released back into the light, back to the universe and source. When we choose to do this, our life path becomes simplified and ultimately reflective of our true nature now, an increased state of awareness. So, let's do that now. All right, so during this meditation, you will be going to your special place of beauty, where you will spend some time enjoying its fragrance and splendor. From there, you will go to the sacred circle, which acts as a portal, where you may see or visit any place in creation. You will then step into the sacred circle, where you will be lifted to a higher plane or dimension, an abode of solace, a homing place for your soul. There, you will connect with your high self. Once connected to your high self, you will then connect with the divine. You will be shown your whole life path in a sacred manner. This will reveal the many life path threads of your life plan as they go up and down, left and right, weaving, intersecting, intertwining, splitting, and combining over time. When you are ready, the divine will ask you, do you wish to release all life path choices from small to large that are no longer part of who you are now? You will then watch as those life path threads that no longer serve you in your current level of growth fall away into the light to be instantly reabsorbed. You will then observe the remaining life path threads being optimized by the divine to reflect your higher state of being and the choices available to you now and into the future. The divine will then encourage you to spend some time reviewing and observing the new patterns of your streamlined life path plan, with every life path thread possibility teeming with vibrant brilliance. All right. Relax as you sit comfortably. Your energy flows more smoothly if your arms and legs are not crossed. And yes, the lotus position is just fine. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply and hold your breath. Then exhale with a sigh. Remember to breathe normally in between deep breaths. Feel your body begin to relax. Any tension just flows away. Inhale deeply again and hold your breath. Then exhale with a sigh. You become aware of the joy, peace, and calm that completely surrounds you. Tranquility permeates your being. Inhale deeply one more time and hold your breath. And when you are ready, exhale with a sigh. Feel yourself going deeper as your body begins to tingle. As each muscle relaxes, you are infused with a sense of soothing and permeating calmness. Feel the warmth of blood filling the capillaries and spreading throughout your body. I am going to count backward from 15 to 1 as you go even deeper. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, going deeper and deeper. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, feel yourself going deeper and deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now completely relaxed, safe, secure, and comfortable. Your body is floating in a state of complete calm and peace. Now imagine yourself in a special place of beauty. You might be wandering through a forest, smelling the scent of the trees, tiptoeing through an enchanted jungle, rambling along a quiet stream, exploring the mountaintops, walking by the ocean and feeling the sand beneath your feet, or sitting quietly in a beautiful meadow, inhaling the sweet aroma of wild flowers. Once more, you become aware of yourself in your special place of beauty. Your attention is drawn to a large sacred circle, a short distance from where you are. You go over to see it up close. As you look upon its flawless design, you become aware that it serves as both a holographic viewing area and a portal that you can use to see and visit other places and realms. A large misty sphere begins to form in the middle of the circle. Faint at first, it slowly becomes more and more like a dense fog that glows with a mystic energy. It calls to you to enter into it. You then step into the circle. Sensing its benevolent essence, you slowly enter into the middle of the mist. You feel your energies of your being start to quicken. Then to raise in frequency and intensity. You feel as though you are moving upward, higher and higher through the layers and octaves of higher etheric planes. Suddenly, it feels as though you have traversed through a hidden dimensional veil, one that feels dreamily familiar. Your being feels as though it has risen to such a height that time and space no longer are the same. Things have changed now. You have entered the higher plane of your natural being, one of the homing places of your high self. It feels serene and blissful, a place where you can drop all of your outer facades and let them fall away into the mist. It takes a few moments for your senses to become accustomed to this higher plane, this unique place. Take a few moments to look around and explore this higher vista. Suddenly, a being appears before you. You realize that it is your high self, your being's connection with the divine, your God self. You have a burning desire to connect with your high self, that magnificent being of light of your higher nature. Energetic lines of light begin to flow from the body of your high self and connect to the corresponding place on your body. You notice that as you're being connected to your high self, you are being filled with intense white light. Allow the connecting lines to continue to form until the process stops on its own. You are now completely connected to the high self and radiating brilliant white light. The energetic lines allow you to communicate through the many connections to your high self. These energetic connections between your body and your high self are there to support your spiritual growth and keep you continuously centered, grounded, and emotionally centered as well. Feel the joy, happiness, and peace that infuses you. Now take a few moments to commune with your high self. You become aware that a brilliant golden light is streaming into your heart center and then begins to fill your whole being with brilliant golden light. This golden light is the light of blessing and love from the divine. Take a few moments to fully absorb this radiant golden light and feel the divine presence in your being. Slowly, a scene begins to form before you. The divine shows you your whole life path plan in a sacred manner. You notice that it reveals many life path threads contained within each segment of your life plan. Observe the sheer number of life path thread choices that are part of each segment of your life plan. See how the life path threads go up and down, left and right, weaving, intersecting, intertwining, splitting, then recombining at various points over time. Now look at the intricacies of all the possible choices you have had over your lifetime. Observe some of the paths not taken. See the range of possibilities at various points in your life along with the choices that are actually made. Look especially close at the numerous life path threads that no longer reflect a possible choice for you now, given your spiritual growth at this point in your life. Take a moment to notice why they are still there. Is a part of you holding on to them? Now watch with all that is being revealed. The divine then asks you, do you wish to release all life path choices, from small to large, that no longer serve who you are now? You enthusiastically say, yes. Suddenly, the scene before you flickers with a fleeting flash of brilliant light. You then watch as those life path threads that no longer serve your current level of growth fall away into the light as they are instantly reabsorbed. As the old life path threads fall away and absorbed into the light, watch and observe as the remaining life path threads are being optimized by the divine to reflect your higher state of being. These path threads reflect the choices available to you now, as well as ones you can see that are soon to appear into the future. Notice how the path threads simultaneously evolve, then combine, followed by connecting to new path threads that appear in the moment. Watch and behold as your life path refining and optimizing process continues. The divine says, it is complete, as the scene before you slowly fades. And a new scene begins to form before you. It is the optimized rendering of your life path plan, with those life path threads that reflect the possible choices that are part of who you are now, with your growth potential of the future. You can see that it includes the life path choices that you have made previously, but is now further optimized to your current trajectory of upward growth. It only includes those path threads that align with the current possible choices. Spend some time immersing yourself in the energies of your life plan and the higher choice possibilities that are now available to you. You may ask the divine any questions about what you are seeing and experiencing. You become aware of yourself once again in the sacred circle. Thank the divine for the higher alignment of the life path threads of your life plan and for the guidance and wisdom in your life. Your high self appears and conducts a farewell ceremony. When you are ready, project yourself back to the outer world, feeling free and released, aligned, centered and grounded, and resonating with your life plan, living each day in the eternal now. You are aware of the guidance and wisdom in your life. You are filled with a sense of peace, love, joy, and harmony. When you are ready, return gently to the outer world. All right, as you're slowly coming out of meditation, for those who journal, and we do recommend that, journaling is a very important thing to do right after you meditate because you can capture all the nuances that happened during the meditation. They tend to fade with time. So go ahead and press pause on the recording and journal. And then when you're ready, hit start again and we'll do the closing. All right, so whenever we meditate, our auras become extremely expanded. The little barriers that are there just fade away. They become, my friend, who I had extraordinary abilities in seeing auras and meditating, she said they become poofy. And I borrowed that little phrase from her because that's really what they look like. That's how I see them as well. And it's really important before we go back out into the world or even interact with anyone else who hasn't been meditating with us that we protect ourselves so we don't take on any of the discordant energies of others, as well as, believe it or not, some of the environmental ones that can just happen in certain places that you move into. Example, if you walk past a bar, there's a lot of negative energy sometimes there. So anyway, with that, for those who are not familiar with it, we're going to go through it step by step. For those of you who know this, this is going to be just flow with it as you will. Now imagine around you a bubble of light, the width of your aura, how wide, ever wide you see your aura, above your head and beneath your feet. See it, visualize it, intend it, and it will happen. And now, see that bubble being filled with white light from infinity above. Shaft of lights coming down, filling the bubble, flowing into your body, flowing down, swirling around, and then flowing down to your feet. White, luminous white light. This is the light of protection, the light of healing, the light of love. It's also associated with illumination and enlightenment and healing. Nothing of a discordant nature can touch it. If any energy from someone else or just environmental comes toward it, it will either just bounce off or dissolve. Now imagine a thin layer of indigo blue on the outside of your bubble. It's an extra layer of protection. Indigo blue is the spiritual armor of light. And just see it, however thick it is, however thick that layer is of indigo blue, that's what's right for you. Again, nothing of a discordant nature can touch it. It will either bounce off or dissolve. Now imagine a shaft of light starting at the level of your heart or your heart chakra, going the width of your aura, however wide that is, going down through your feet into the earth and anchoring into the center of the earth. This keeps us grounded to beautiful Mother Earth, Gaia. It allows us to function throughout the day, to do our daily tasks, be able to do earthly functions, our work, whether it's at work or home, making a dinner, cleaning house, whatever we need to do. It keeps us grounded and connected and focused. Now imagine beautiful white light coming up from the center of the earth into the bottom of your feet, into your legs, filling your torso with white light from Mother Earth, swirling around. This immerses us like a sponge in the grounding energies of the Mother Earth, again keeping us grounded, focused, and centered, so we can operate and do our daily tasks. Now imagine another shaft of light, the width of your aura, starting at the level of your heart chakra, again, however wide your aura is, however wide, and going up through your head, through the layers of your being, traversing through the center of the universe, and anchoring in the center of creation. Again, see it, visualize it, intend it, and it will happen. Intention alone will make it happen for those who aren't necessarily prone to visualization. This is our connection to the divine, to the etheric realm, to our guides, our high self, our intuitive nature. This allows us to be guided in the moment, both consciously and non-consciously. I don't say subconsciously, but I mean, it can happen that way too. But it'll happen in the moment when ideas just pop into our head from nowhere. That is where they come from. This is our divine guidance, guiding us in the moment, keeping us protected, unfolding the choices before us each moment of the day, and allowing us to follow the guidance, again, both consciously and non-consciously. And with that said, now see a shaft of light coming from the center of creation down through the light, through the shaft of light, through the center of this universe, going down through the layers of your being, going through your crown chakra, into your body, mixing and swirling with the Mother Earth energies, and then flowing out through your feet to be gently absorbed by Mother Earth. This is the energy of our high self, the divine, the angels, and the archangels, all of our higher guidance, providing the energy and guidance in the moment, each moment of our day, as we simultaneously are grounded to Mother Earth, allowing us to stay focused at practical matters while simultaneously being able to follow our higher spiritual path. This is the walk of the masters. Now we thank our high self, the guides, the angels, the archangels, the numerous and countless light beings that are here to facilitate our spiritual growth. And they do know about these things. They come for us, silently helping us, facilitating our growth when we don't even know it's happening. And we also thank the divine, we said that, as well as the Elohim, which are the creator beings, which where the word aloha comes from, by the way, and the jinn, which is where our word genie comes from. These are somewhat considered magical beings, but it's not magic. It's just highly expansed spiritual energies flowing into us. They've all been present this day as we've done this meditation and optimized our life path threads and energies. Right. And now Deborah will play the Tibetan bell. And the Tibetan bell is really important when we have it at the end of a meditation because it rings and it resonates and aligns and synchronizes all the different levels and layers and aspects of our being to become harmonious. It's so important that we do this. So without further ado, here's Deborah. And now, until next time, go with the blessings of the divine. Namaste.